A lot of people think AI is just another hype cycle, just like NFTs. But this is different. This is changing how we work, how we build, and how we create at the speed of thought. It's not just some cool assistant, it's leverage. And I'm betting everything I've got on it, even if it blows up in my face. Because the way we used to build is already outdated. I've been a developer for 10 years and now I'm building automations to move faster with AI. Not because it's flashy, but because it's the first time I felt that I could keep up with the things I wanted to build. If you've ever tried building a business or getting an idea off the ground, you know how hard it used to be. You needed time, a team, a designer, a copywriter, a developer, and if you were solo, you had to be all of them. You'd spend hours tweaking landing page copies, trying to write content even if you're not a writer, overthinking product names, emails, sequences, and even headlines. And the worst part, you'd get stuck in the planning phase, constantly editing, tweaking, second guessing, and never shipping. I saw so many smart people, developers, entrepreneurs with so many ideas not making it past the starting line. Not because the ideas were bad, but because the process was slow. And I felt it too. As a developer, I could build a thing, but everything around it, explaining it, creating content for it, that's what drained me. Okay, so when I started using AI, I wasn't trying to build full automations. I was just trying to move faster. I'd asked ChatGPT to help with a title, then a script, then a bit of copy, and it helped a lot. But the real shift came when I realized that I can turn that process into a system. Not just use AI when I'm stuck, but design workflows where AI does the heavy lifting for me. I started chaining tools together. I wasn't just using AI, I was building a machine. And here's why that's such a big deal. Automation isn't new. We had tools like Zapier for years. But traditional automations only work with structured and clear input. It's like, if this happens, then you do that. What makes AI different is that it works even if the input is messy. Even when there's ambiguity, even when it needs to make a judgment call. Like I can drop a rough content idea and then the system knows to generate me a title, a script, even a prompt without me hand-holding it. That's the leap from rigid workflows to intelligent systems. I'm betting on AI automation not because it's new and shiny, but because I know how it feels to move slow and to have ideas that go nowhere. And I know I'm not the only one. I talk to devs, creators, entrepreneurs, and it's the same problem. They're smart, they have ideas, they want to build, but the friction gets in the way. AI removes that, it gives you momentum. And when you have it, everything changes. You start shipping more, you start testing faster, you stop overthinking and start learning. You don't need a co-founder, you don't need a team. You need a system. And I believe the people who learn to build a system and learn how to not use AI just as a tool but as leverage are gonna move 10 times faster. That's why I'm betting on this, that's why I'm building in public. And if you're trying to build something too, I hope you follow along. Copy what works, build your own systems, and stop wasting time on doing things the hard way. And this isn't just theory, I'm already building with this. I've already set up AI systems that help me post to social media, create my content, and even code 3 times faster. But more than any one task, what I'm building is clarity at speed. When I can take an idea and see it in front of me, planned out, it becomes real. And that momentum is priceless. Because before this, it was the exact opposite. Overthinking, second guessing, starting for the 10th time just because the intro didn't sound right. But when you have a system that turns raw ideas into structured outputs without burning time or energy, you stop getting stuck. You stop waiting for the perfect version, you just keep shipping. And that's consistency, the rhythm of creating, testing, and iterating. That's how real products get built. Not in a week, not in a flash of inspiration, but in the compounding momentum of daily progress. That's what AI automation gives me. Not magic, just the ability to keep building even when I'm not 100%. And if you're trying to build something too, that might be all you need. Most people still don't get it. They think AI is just another tool, a productivity boost, or a shortcut. But this is something bigger. This is leverage at a level solo builders have never had before. We can now build systems that think, write, plan, and ship, not perfectly, but fast enough to move. And while most people are still waiting to see where this goes, people who act now are gonna have a massive head start. This isn't a someday thing, the window is open right now to build faster, to test ideas quicker, and to automate smarter than ever. I'm betting on this because I believe we're going through one of the biggest shifts of how people build and work online. And if you learn how to use AI not just as a tool, but as a system, then you're gonna win in the next decade. That's why I'm building in public. I'm not just betting on AI, I'm also making a bet on myself. And if you're trying to build something too, follow along, steal what works, avoid what doesn't. Let's build faster together.